By sunrise, Mount Zion was no longer a quiet district. It was the center of a storm. Everyone knew. Steve Grant and Amanda Morris had been caught on the church camera. Phone screens lit up across the world as the clip spread like wildfire. People had screen recorded it straight from the church live stream. And before the morning devotion ended, it was everywhere. TikTok, Pinkwall, Instagram, even Facebook. Voices rose in laughter, judgment, and disbelief. The pastor's son? The choir leader? Inside the sanctuary? The captions wrote themselves. Memes, edits, and voiceovers. Even people who didn't know where Mount Zion was now had an opinion about what happened there. By afternoon, the church WhatsApp group was flooded, half calling for discipline, half calling for prayer. Pastor Grant's phone rang non-stop, every call heavier than the last. His heart broke in silence before his anger found words. The man who once stood in the pulpit with pride now stared at his son with a face heavy from sleeplessness.
How could you bring shame into the Lord's house?
His stomach turned. The shame was public now. No sermon could hide it.
Daddy, it's not how it looks.
But it was exactly how it looked to everyone who'd already decided.
Not wanting to hear Steve's explanation, Pastor Grant turned and walked away. Amanda couldn't leave her house. Her mother kept on crying. Her father kept on swearing. The church sisters stopped visiting. Even Trudy, feeling guilty for sparking the drama that led to everything, avoided her. The music in Mount Zion went quiet. No rehearsals, no laughter, just whispers and blame. The following evening, Amanda's parents and her marched up to the Grant home. The sound of their knock cut through the silence like thunder.
"Pastor, we don't come to argue,"
her mother said, voice trembling.
"Our daughter's name has been dragged all over social media. People keep calling her Jezebel. The only way to make this right is if Steve marry her."
Pastor Grant's face fell. He turned to his son.
Steve, I hope you heard that.
But Steve stepped back.
Mary? Daddy, I can't. I'm only 25. I'm not ready to settle down like that.
Amanda's father stared at him in disbelief.
So you shame her and walk away? That's your plan?
Steve's eyes darted to the floor.
I never promised her marriage.
Pastor Grant covered his face, broken between anger and grief. The Morris family left in tears, Amanda's mother shouting that Steve was a wicked boy and Amanda was a foolish girl. That night, Steve packed his bag. Kingston was calling, somewhere big enough to forget Mount Zion. He didn't wait for his father's blessing. He didn't leave a note. For all the talk of love, he realized it was never love at all, just a hunger for something forbidden, something that vanished the moment it became real. Amanda learned he'd gone through a cousin's post on TikTok. She didn't cry at first. She just sat staring at the wall, empty. But the days that followed hollowed her out. Her grades dropped. She stopped singing. She told herself she'd never fall in love again. And just like that, life moved on. 9 days later, new gossip replaced the old one. The clip that had once shocked the world was now just another forgotten story, buried under newer scandals. The phones went quiet, but Amanda's heart didn't heal as quickly. She was scarred in silence. Pastor Grant had lost his son. Amanda had lost her joy, and Mount Zion had lost its life. Weeks later, Amanda returned to church for the first time. Heads turned when she walked in, but she kept her chin high. The moment stretched. No one moved, no one breathed. She looked different, tired, but peaceful. Pastor Grant stood at the pulpit, hands trembling over his notes. He hadn't seen her since that night, and every line about forgiveness stung him like a reminder. He looked up mid-sermon, voice low and trembling.
We speak of mercy, yet we cast stones faster than prayers. I have learned that forgiveness is not weakness, it is grace.
The church fell silent. Amanda's eyes filled with tears. He stepped down from the pulpit, crossed to her, and placed a gentle hand on her shoulder.
You have stumbled, and so have all of us. But the house of God is for the broken, not the perfect. No one is beyond God's mercy. He forgives you, and we do too. You are welcome, my child.
Murmurs filled the pews, but this time they were softer. The choir began to hum softly behind them, the same hymn Amanda once led, before everything fell apart. Her voice joined theirs, shaky at first, then strong, echoing through the walls like a prayer answered at last. Outside, the same rain that started the whole story began to fall again, washing the dust from the church steps as if the heavens were ready to start over. And for the first time in weeks, Mount Zion felt like home again. In a district where news flashes faster than lightning, they all learned how quickly the world forgets. But Amanda's heart would remember forever. She finished her studies quietly, her faith bruised but not broken. Steve never returned to Mount Zion, and Pastor Grant, who once preached perfection, now teach his congregation about the true meaning of forgiveness. Because in the end, grace doesn't erase the past. It teaches people how to live with it. If you enjoyed this series, show your love by clicking the like button, leave a comment, and share to your friends and families. Thanks for watching. And if you want to watch more amazing tales like these, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will be notified when I post another video. Take care until next time.